Hello everybody, today we are going to be doing the Blox Fruits weapons tier list. This is going to include guns, swords, and it's ranked in order of when you get them. I tried to rank them in order when you get them. Now you don't really have to use both of them, you can use one or the other. You know, I'm gonna put Cutlass in the clown tier. Like, why would you choose a Cutlass? It's not a cool Cutlass. Might as well just use the katana. They have the same moves. They're not that cool. Now, for dual katana, let's see here. That's saltwater. It's okay damage. The moves are I actually kind of like the moves. I kind of prefer the moves over the triple, but it's not. The overall damage is bad. Clown tier for, nah. Actually, it's not bad. It has the slam, and it's really easy to obtain because it's really not expensive. But actually, that's why it's going in clown tier. You'll see that I have mixed opinions on a lot of these weapons, but the reason it's going in clown is because I think it's more expensive than the dual katana, and its overall just works. Same with the shark saw. It's a random drop. It isn't even a good sword. The moves are garbage. The moves are terrible. You will never hit those moves on a moving target. But then we've got triple katana. That is going in crushed chips. Now, yes, I do prefer the dual katana moves, but the triple katana move are more effective for PvP. Like, you will hit them more, and they deal more damage. So that's gonna go in crush chips. Like, I could use that. This is my first C and this is my first C preference until I get Trident. Pipe, clown. You're an absolute clown if you use this. It is not a good weapon. It swings super slow. It's cool. It is a really cool looking weapon. Like, why did they make the pipe look so good? But it costs, I think it's more money than the triple katana, yet half the effectiveness. So get the heck out of here. Saber. I like the saber. Is it the best sword in the game? No. Does it do some of the most damage in the game? Yes, it does. In V2, you get V2 by killing a opponent around your level once you get a million bounty. It's going at crush chips. It's not great, but it's edible because it does great damage. The moves do good damage, and the actual M1s are not super slow. It is slower than triple, but they're about the same effectiveness. This clown, absolute clown if you buy this weapon. I didn't buy this weapon until I was mastering every single sword in the game, and I had to buy it. Even then, I'm not happy with it. I would refund it if I could. I don't like it. By Sinto. It is near and dear to my heart, but it is absolutely garbage for grinding. So it is Loud Child falling over tier. This, I've been one shot by this sword, even at 30 million bounty. It does insane damage. It does, like, overall the most damage per attack. Not M1, I'm talking the Z and the X move. They both deal insane damage. And it's basically a budget triple Dark Blade. I'd actually probably prefer to use this over triple Dark Blade. In terms of just rarity, this is probably a better weapon. But Warden Sword, absolute clown tier. It is not an easy sword to get a hold of. The moves are garbage. And, I mean, you can use it to, like, punch things, just to stab them, but that's the only thing it's good for. And at that point, you get this earlier. So don't even worry about Warden Sword. Don't even worry about. Normally, you're not going to be able to afford this, or even the dual-headed blade, but they're sold in the same place, so at the level 150 island. Anyway, Soul Cane. It's going crust chips. I hate that I named it that, because I can't pronounce it. I literally cannot say crust crushed chips category. I can't say that. It's going in crushed. It's. I can't say it. It's impossible. I'd like to see you say that. But anyway, it's mid tier. It does not deal great damage, but it has that funny stun, and you can use it for skill builds. The stun is pretty funny. It's just the second move, the slashes, it's useless. But the stun is funny, and it does okay in 1 damage. This is the best first sea sword. Why is it? Okay, well, I'm lagging a little bit, but anyway, this is the best first sea sword. Not only can it pull your NPCs towards you while you're grinding, it can pull people towards you. And then the second move is a explosion. So you can, both of the moves go together easily. Way better than any other thing here. The moves go together. Except for like Bicento. But this is the best first two, so it's going at the very top of crushed chips. I said it. Let's go. But pole saltwater. It's okay. The mastery requirements are way too high. But it's an okay sword. Pole V2, it's saltwater. It's okay. But for the tier you get it, it's not good. Long sword. I could elaborate on Pole V2 a little bit more. Because Pole V2 has fun stuns, and I have one-shot people with it before. But at the tier you get it, it is not like... You get this after doing 5 Rumble raids, after fully awakening Rumble, and then doing another one, and then paying 5,000 fragments. Like, you can technically get it as soon as you get into second C, but your friend has to help you through like 25 raids to even get this. And it doesn't even deal that much damage. So, then we're gonna go to the longsword. I would never use this over Trident. So it's going in saltwater. It's okay. At best. It is not good for combos. This is going crushed chips. Because it's better for combos. Because you can combo with it. Now speaking of swords you can combo with, we've got the 3 legendary blades. I'll do triple katana afterwards because of these 3 legendary blades. Each cost 2 million. And you pay another 2 million to put them together. For true triple katana. We're going to start with the worst one. Orochi, I think it's called now. It used to be called Wando, but it's saltwater. It's okay. Now, it's better than all of these for grinding, but I really just don't like it for PvP. I don't even have it upgraded, that's how much I don't like it. Now, Saishi, I think it is. It used to be called Sadie, and that's what I still call it. Sadie is definitely Loud Child falling over tier. For combos, if you're fast enough, you can use the ranged move, like the air slash, and the grab move at the same time, and then you can hit him with both at once, and because of that, it does amazing damage. Now you can just dodge it, but if they're stuck in dark, or if they're stuck in like Rumble, they will not be able to dodge that. And then you can use Sanguine right afterwards. You can hit every Sanguine move right afterwards, and it will one-shot. Shisui. This is not Shisui. It's Shizu now. I call it Shisui. But it's a really good sword. I've been really enjoying this sword. Both of its moves are so incredibly fast that you can hit them so easily. They're so fast. Faster than Darkblade. Faster than Bicento. And they both deal pretty dang good damage. And they have good movement. And you can use it for grinding because it's a legendary blade. And it's not great. It's not like the best, but it's gonna be good. If you can get a hold of one of these two, you're gonna be set for second C. Now for triple. This is one of the best swords in the game. This, I think, does the highest M1 damage of every single sword in the game, as well as some of the highest damage for the moves. So for grinding, amazing. But obtainability, I'd rather jump into a dumpster full of rotten Twinkies than grind for this again. It took me like 6 hours straight just to find the legendary sword dealer 3 times, and I found him. I only had to find him 4 times. So I'm lucky. I know some of y'all probably had to find him like 15 times. You guys were probably sitting there since Blox Fruits Update 17. Like, I'm sorry for the people who grinded for this, but it is one of the best swords in the game. Gravity Grenade. I hate this. It's some crushed chips. It's alright. So it is a good noob sword. It has some. I've died recently to people using this sword, but only because I underestimated them. And like every move has massive end lag. The second move puts them in the air and they can dodge it while they're in the air. And then they have it literally could not be an easier shot to spam all their moves directly on top of their head because your fart head has end lag. Now, does it have enough? If you miss, you're going to be stuck there for a second, but if you hit it, you're going to be fine. If you hit it, you're going to be comboing, but otherwise, it's not the best for grinding. I think I'd probably prefer to use these for grinding. Definitely use this for grinding. But if you are level 900 and you don't have a great sword right now, like if you're still using one of these, grab it. Just grab it. It's easy. All you gotta do is kill Fajita. He's not that strong. As long as you have Buddha Fruit, you're fine. Flail. Clown. You're an absolute clown if I see you using this. It has no combo potential. In order to combo, it needs assistance. Like you have to provide the stun to be able to hit the moves, but it can deal good damage. But it blinds. It's kind of funny, but it is not a good weapon, so don't use it. But Midnight Blade, it's mid tier. Why is it mid tier? Now I actually used this until I got it to 500 mastery in 3rd C, because it has decent M1s. And it does decent damage. It does good damage, but in PvP, you can dodge it relatively easily unless they have Cyborg. Which with Cyborg, you're pretty much just having like a free pass to like all combos. But it does good damage, and you can dodge the first move, which is kind of like a barrage. And while it lasts so long that while you're dodging it, you can counterattack, which is a massive downside, because you can die just by trying to combo. So we're not doing that. Rengoku, I'm a big fan. It is, slap everything. I want those two together, but it's also better than all of them. Now, does it have the combo? It doesn't have the combo potential of these 3, because the second move doesn't have any stun, but the first move, it sets them on fire. Both moves set them on fire for a little bit, so they can't dodge it. So it's a decently fun, just to smack people with it. If you're just using a portal and just spamming all the moves straight down, it will deal a ton of damage. And with Sanguine, you can hit all the moves. Like after the first move, the first grab, you can hit Sanguine Z right after that, and then it sometimes hits. It depends on your ping. But Coco is an absolute clown sword. It's a saltwater sword, but you're a clown if you use it. I'm not gonna lie, because it is a useless sword. It has 2 moves, both of which are slow. Well, they're not crazy slow, but it's Shizu, but worse. It is just Shizu, but worse. It. That's it. That's all. It is a useless sword. Does it look cool? Yeah, it has one of the best idle stances, but it is just Shizu, but worse. Dragon Trident. This is Loud Child falling over. It has even easier combo potential than Gravity Blade. It has massive AoE. I'm not good with it, but it is a very easy sword to use. So, it is Loud Child falling over. Next, we've got the hooks. They reworked the moves for this, and I really don't understand it. This this blades, I don't like them. They're kind of cool looking, but they don't do what I want them to most of the time. I've used it only once or twice for PvP, and I don't want to again. But it is, it's going in mid tier just because it's amazing for grinding. It swings fast, it does good damage. Buddy sword, Loud Child falling over. This is a really fun sword. The first move stuns, and the second move you can snipe people with. This is a dragon killer. If they're just staying super far away and trying to snipe you, you can just shoot them with the lightning wave over and over and over, and it has like near instant travel time. So definitely a great sword. This is going in mid tier. Now for PvP, it's in this tier. For grinding, it's in this tier. This move, well, this sword, every melee pushes you forward a little bit, so it's really inconvenient to grind with. So, but it's fun for PvP. It has a great movement. It has amazing movement. Spiky, best sword in the game. This is such a utility sword. It is an amazing sword. I really, really like this sword because it is so easy to use. All you have to do is just once you hit the dough move, push them forward. As long as they don't dodge it, you can just pull them back. You can hit them with whatever combo you want as long as you hit the spiky pull. It is just so easy. It's a great sword. I love the sword. Now, Tsushita, the white CDK sword. You can't even say this sword's name in Roblox chat because it has a bad word in the title. Now, they're just allowed to use it, but we're not allowed to say it. Thanks, evil government corruption. But whatever. It's good for grinding. The moves are fun, but the hit has really bad combo potential. You can spam the moves easily. They're fast, and the second move moves you quite well. Like, it has good movement, but it is not as good as Yama. And Yama is one of the best swords in the game. Why? It is not a swordsman sword, just like how Spiky isn't. Well, you can use Spiky as a swordsman sword, but this is such the utility of Yama is so amazing that you can just you hit Sanguine C, then you hit Yama X, and that is one of the easiest combo starters you can. It has great stun, and you can't dodge it either. You can't dodge the Yama tornado while you're in it. So it's an amazing combo starter. Crystal Katana, one of the best swords in the game. I would rather use these two over it, but that is because I'm a fruit main. For a sword main, you have to use a stun to start with this. Unless you flash step on top of them, which I've been doing to my friend recently. It's kind of fun. I just flash step right on top of them and use it like the dark move. The dark sea move, a little black hole. But this like generates a little tornado, and then the second move goes right into it. Or you can use any fighting style move into it. So it's got great combo potential, but it needs a little bit of help. Or the combo, but the damage. It does such good damage. The damage is amazing, so. I love this sword, but it is not quite uninstall the game tier. It will not make your opponent. Actually, it will make your opponent uninstall the game. It'll make your opponent uninstall the game. It says uninstall. I literally have to put it in that tier because it will make your opponent uninstall the game. You can throw once you hit the second move, the first move goes right into it, and then you use the sanguine moves. Like, you can hit all the moves at once, and they will not expect it. They will not expect it. Now, the only move you can dodge in the kit is the sanguine move. But if you have cyborg, you cannot dodge this combo. It will kill you. Because both moves go together, they both deal about 5,000 damage. And I like to call it the lobotomy combo whenever I hit him with that, because it teleports you behind them and it pretty much stabs them in the back of the dang head with his tiny little knife. So, leaves your opponent lobotomized, and they're like, oh my gosh, I just got blasted by a tiny little knife. I'm uninstalling the game. Shark Anchor, definitely going to make you want to uninstall the game. I'm not a big user of this, but it is definitely a really easy sword to use. Both moves can break instinct extremely easily, and it doesn't need help like Crystal Katana does. It can be used on its own, because the grab move breaks instinct, and it's a grab move. This has a dash. It's more of like a dash move than a grab, but this one's a grab. So as long as you hit them with it, they're going to be right in front of you, and you can just spam all their moves right on top of them. And it has the shortest cooldowns. Why did they give a sword with a massive AoE the shortest cooldowns in the game? I don't know. But this is a uninstall tier sword. Now, can you dodge it mid-fire? Yes, you can. But it's going to hurt. If you hit the first move, they're stunned for like a total of like 5 seconds. They literally cannot do anything, and it does great damage, and it swings so fast that it can even it can keep up with Crystal Katana damage, because it just swings so fast, and it infinitely swings. It doesn't have any delay. It just keeps going. So definitely uninstall the game tier. It is hard to fight against, but. Hollow Scythe is a mythical sword going in the crushed chips category. Crushed chips category. Why did I name it that? It's kind of funny though. It's for content, I guess. Good content. Good funny content. But let's say this thing is not the greatest. This is definitely better. This thing does not, the moves do not go into each other. Well, they can go into each other, but they don't. Like, you can do the soul execution move, but it just throws them. And then the first move, it just throws them way too far. Like you had the ability to make this sword good, but it just is not. It's not good. Dragonheart. I really want to be good with this sword, but it's Loud Child falling over tier. It is really easy to hit. The first move cannot be cancelled either once you start using it. But I'm just not good with it. I've seen a dude that is good with it, and he's cracked. But I hope I never meet him again, honestly. But it is a pretty good. It does good damage. The M1s are okay. It swings decently fast, and it has great AoE. But we're getting down to the end of the swords here. The obtainability is terrible. Like, even getting Curse with Katana is like easier. But Darkblade. I love Darkblade. I really do. I really do like this sword. Now, you literally have to pay money to get this sword. You have to pay 1,200 Robux, which is like $12 or like dollars, to get this sword. But I do like it. It is good for grinding, and the moves deal a lot of damage, and they have a lot of stun. It is more of a skill sword. It is definitely more of a skill sword. Like, you will not be using this on its own. You have to get it in a combo. But once you do get it in a combo, it will kill. Both moves can be dodged, which is why it's definitely on the lower tier of these, but I like using it a lot. I really do. Triple Dark Blade. I am very conflicted on this sword. It is unattainable. You cannot get this sword. It's for admins only. I'm hoping one day I can be an admin and I can get this sword. But until then, it's going in uninstall tier. It does pretty much the same thing as Darkblade, but 3 times. So, I mean, same reason Darkblade's in uninstall. I mean, it does great damage. I'm sure this does even more damage. And if you're an admin, you can change your level to make it deal infinite damage, so. Now for the guns. The reason I put the guns in here is because there's not enough of them to really put them in their own tier list. So, let's get right into the guns. For Slingshot, clown. You're an absolute clown if you use this. It is an easy thing to get, but you don't need to get it. You just punch things. If you are dead set on being a gun user, punch things. Until you get this one. Until you get reinforced. Slingshot or dual flintlock. Flintlock, clown, absolute clown. Useless. It is a useless weapon. Same with musket. Are all useless. No combo potential. The grinding is... This does like 600 damage. With max stats. Like, these two are actually decent. But this is just horrendous. So actually, that's going to make them go in salt water. Because these are decent. This is a really good gun. You can use it for combos. It does good damage. But the problem is the second move has really long cooldown. I don't know why that is, but... whatever. It also shoots 2 bullets, which is pretty cool. This, hate it. It's going in clown tier. It does okay damage, but both the moves are literally useless in PvP. So, it's going in clown tier. Also, you can get these two for cheaper, and they're better. This is actually going in loud child falling over tier. Why? It is not for the grinding potential. It is for the utility. The first move on this gun can stun for a second. It doesn't like stun, but it holds them in spot. It like grabs them and just like anchors them to a spot. And then after it anchors them, it shoots out little octopi that you can walk the NPC through, and it heals you. So if you were like struggling with like Cake Queen or something, or like a strong boss, you can just keep using that, and it will keep you alive a lot longer. But bazooka, it's a funny weapon. It's a really good looking weapon too, but the moves are really bad, and the M1s do more damage than the moves. But the M1s hit CBs. So if you want a CB's grinding weapon and you don't have Soul Guitar, use the bazooka. It's also not hard to get hold of. Acidium rifle. Loud child falling over. I'm really bad with this weapon, but the first move stuns for a while, and it's kind of funny to hit in PvP because it stuns for so long. But overall, you know what? Here's my advice. Don't be a gun user. Overall, don't be a gun user. Don't. I don't know. I forgot to put magma back in first C, but we're going to go ahead and do magma. It is a loud child falling over weapon. Now, you're like, oh, but this freaking gun, the second move only does 2,000 damage. Well, yeah, that's because the first move does 9,000 damage. The first move is a barrage, and it does a ridiculous amount of damage. Now, the combo potential is horrendous. It is not a really good weapon, but it does do a lot of damage. I would still stick to the main guns. Like, this graduated out of poop gun territory into main gun territory. But if you're a gun main, use this weapon, use this one, use this weapon, use this weapon. and these three. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend this one. We're gonna do this one next because I don't recommend it. It's in salt water. It has 0 combo potential. Like the first move, you can aim directly at your target, but because of its little funky auto aiming skill, it forces the bullet to go through 2 different portals, so they have time to get out of the way of the bullet, even if you aim right at them with it. So honestly, you're probably better off not even aiming at your opponent because of the auto aim. I remember when this first came out, I was like, oh my gosh, this is gonna be the best combo potential ever, because of the second move, the little barrage, but it sucks. It's way too big. It's not like too big, but it's like it doesn't last long enough, and it pushes them way too far. So, unless they're right on top of you, you're not gonna be able to hit them with that. Kabucha, amazing. It is not a top tier weapon, but it is a really fun weapon to use. The second move is like the first one on Soul Guitar, and it just pushes your enemy away. Now the first move on this weapon is nearly useless, unless you were really trying to be a gun main and you hit him with like Portal or something, but it will stun so you can use Spiky. Now, Venom Bow is my favorite main gun. The reason it's so good is because the second move stuns for a second, and the first move, like, they both deal good damage, and they deal poison. So, it's kind of like a sitting rifle in the way that it works. That one of the moves stuns and the other one kind of just deals damage. But you can hit this way easier than you can hit this. Like with this, use it with a Spiky, and you can hit both moves right in front of them, and it is just really easy. But I really wouldn't recommend it unless you have good aim. This is a really annoying gun, but it's gotta go in top tier. Because it's a minigun. It's fun. It's really fun. Just shooting the heck out of stuff whenever you're a gun main. Just machine. It is almost worth going a gun main just so you can shoot people with this thing. Because it's just so fun. It has an auto aim move which is really annoying. And people will use this just so they can spam V4. Just go V4 as quick as possible. Like, they will literally walk into you and, like, take damage just so they can deal V4. Well, not deal V4, but go V4. And use this gun to auto-aim you to death. Both moves are really big AoE, and they're, like, both the moves are pretty dang good. But it's not skilled. Soul Guitar. Hate this weapon. I like this weapon, but I hate this weapon. Why? Going up against a person who uses this in PvP is really annoying. Because they will spam it. No matter what, if you are anywhere near them, they are using Soul Guitar X just to see if they can catch you. And I'm a really aggressive player, so I get caught in it every once in a while. But it is the best gun in the game by far for combos, because not only does it have a long range beam that people can walk into and it can drain instinct, but it has the AoE that stuns for an absurdly long time. You pull them in, and you can use Spiky just to pull them in and hit them in that, and then just stun them for 5 minutes straight. Like, if someone gets hit by this, there's a good chance you will be able to, like, retaliate and deal damage. So looking at my tier list, it overall doesn't look that bad. Now, it is weird having Wando and Coco on the same tier as the first sword in the game, or like Gravity Blade in the same tier as triple katana. But that is because when you get this is like rated on when you get it versus the other things you have in store. Like when you get this sword, you can have one of these or even this. So, anyway, have a good day. I hope you enjoyed the tier list. I'm thinking of doing a race or fighting style tier list next, so comment what you want to see next.